Hello, Newman. You know, it's undeniable. Rick Pitino is the most influential man in the history of basketball in the Bluegrass. His 96 Kentucky team, dominant like the Moops. His most recent cards, captivating like a red dot on a cashmere sweater. The Hall of Fame did not ask Pitino. They simply said, take the pen. Coach Pitino's banner like something out of a J. Peterman catalog. All weekend you could tell he and his wife out there and loving every minute of it. Pitino entered the hall with Gary Payton, Bernard King, yada, 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 12 members in total. And as Bizarro Kent Spencer found out, the love for Coach Pitino continues to grow.
In his speech here at the Basketball Hall of Fame, reporting in Springfield, Massachusetts, Kent Spencer, WHAS 11 News.
Now, my buddy Bob Sacramento gave me these stats. Pitino tied with Coach Wooden in wins, and I know he was a bad breaker-upper with Big Blue, but he did bring both the Cats and Cards a championship, and seemingly the only co-worker that hasn't been a head coach after being with Pitino, great SID, Kearney Klein. So, Pitino had his celebration. Now, it's a Festivus for the rest of us. It's rivalry week for the Cats and Cards, and many seem to doubt any animosity between new Kentucky coach Mark Stoops and Charlie Strong. Not that there's anything wrong with that. Now, let me remind you, they have had words.
I'll do whatever I can do to help Florida State win the game, especially if they play Louisville.
He'll get a chance to play us next year. He don't have to make that. He'll get a chance to play us next year. He'll play us every year.
And the jerk store called, and they're running out of you. Serenity now. For the Cards, Teddy Bridgewater should probably be kept wrapped up like the bubble boy. He is the key to everything. But keys, that's what got Teddy in trouble this weekend. You see, at the end of the first half, Teddy actually tried to call off the punt team. That's him waving him off right there. Charlie Strong began yelling, and I doubt he was saying Stella, and sent out the punter. So, why Charlie? After saying Teddy had the keys to the car all week, was it suddenly no soup for you?
Well, sometimes you got to take your keys away from your kids, you know. So you take them away sometimes, and that was one time we had to take them.
Was there a point, though, that you went to say, listen, I got the keys to the car?
Oh, not at all. Not at all. I cherish that the coaches are allowing me to, make calls and everything, run the offense, but, you never want to take advantage of it.
Now, Kentucky does not have Teddy, but they've got the air raid offense, the manzier of schemes. And while it went off like the urban sombrero against Western, after yesterday's 41-point display against Miami of Ohio, you'd confuse Mark Stoops with a marine biologist. Max Smith threw for 310 yards and 3 touchdowns in the win. He is a modern-day Lloyd Braun. For offensive coordinator Neil Brown, he hopes Saturday's pace is overwhelming, like the effects of Beefarino.
Early in the game, that first drive of the game, that's how we want to play. Okay, you notice the official having to step on the ball and stuff. That's how we want to play. Now I think they can allow us to play a little bit faster, but that's not for me to decide. But that first drive in the game, that's kind of where we want to be.
All right, on to the NFL. We check out Andy Dalton, the Kenny Banya of the league, battling the Bears early on. Dalton's going to drop this one into A.J. Green like a junior mint. Kid is unreal. Next play, Dalton goes to Green, 7. Costanza. He's a good kid. Apparently in the huddle, Green was yelling, these touchdowns are making me thirsty. Well, A.J., drink up. 162 yards and 2 touchdowns for the Georgia grad. Green was unstoppable. But apparently, Jay Cutler has been heightening in the offseason, able to get it into the hands of Brandon Marshall, and those are man hands. The Bears caused the Bengals to stop short. It's my move. In week 1, Chicago 24, Cincinnati 21. The incredibly close-talking Andrew Luck leading the Colts, and Lucky's going to find his main man, Reggie Wayne. Watch him go to the corner of the end zone for the next touchdown, but apparently the crowd is not a big fan of Monks. They really prefer Reggie's, even without the big salad. Raiders coming back. Change Terrell Pryor's last name to Mendelbaum because it's go time. 112 yards rushing for him as well, but Luck steals Pryor's limelight and his marble rye, and completely proving worthy of being my latex salesman. 178 yards and 2 touchdowns for him, and the score there, the Colts, they go on to win by 4. Chelsea,
Slow
hello.
Clap. Slow clap.
It's Seinfeldcast.
You need the Elaine dance.
Do it. Do it for the kids out there.
That's an Elaine dance.
No one should do the Elaine dance.
We'll be right back.
Oh my gosh.